the next morning. "You know you gave your mother a bad scare last night." Martin stared in dismay. Peter's lower lip trembled. "Daddy?" "No whining," their father said firmly. "There's plenty of room to play up here on the hill." Peter ran outside. Martin followed more slowly, with Rosie at his heels. They sat on the rock at the end of the lot while Rosie wandered around exploring. "Now we'll never catch the sheepdog," Peter said mournfully, and he was starting to let us get close. Just then, the big dog trotted out of the orchard and looked up. "If we don't go down, he'll run away and find some other kids to live with," Peter said. "What we're going to do, Martin?" "We can't do anything," Martin said. "We're stuck." For the next week, they went regularly to look down at the orchard. Sometimes the sheepdog was waiting for them. Sometimes he didn't appear at all. "He's going to give up," Peter said gloomily. "He's going to go away, and we'll never see him again." Martin wished he could make his brother feel better. "At least Tom Buffalo hasn't come around for a while," he reminded Peter. "He has to," Peter argued. "He started to come night before last. I saw his suspenders and a little bit of his shirt. If I hadn't cried, he would have been ho-ho-hoing all over the place." Martin was sorry. He brought up Tom Buffalo. He felt bad every time he thought about the poor, lonely ghost. "Well, at least Rosie isn't chewing stuff anymore," he said, to change the subject. During the days they'd been grounded, he had taught Rosie to roll over and to sit up in bed. Peter was silent. He didn't care what Rosie did. When the last night of the grounding finally came, the boys couldn't sleep. Tomorrow they would be able to go down to the orchard again. Suddenly, Peter sat up in bed. "What's that noise?" he asked, looking around uneasily. Martin heard it too, a soft, rich scratch at the screen. He slipped out of bed and tiptoed to the window. Peter followed him. They stared into the moonlit yard, not daring to believe their eyes. "It's him!" Peter exclaimed joyfully. "He came to find us." The sheepdog stood just outside the window, looking at them. Trembling with excitement, Martin opened the screen and stepped back. "Come, boy," he whispered, and the sheepdog came, leaping through the window. He ambled around the bedroom, sniffing the beds and poking the huge head into corners. "I'm going to pet him," Peter whispered. "Watch." He took a step forward and stopped Martin. His voice rose in a wail. Martin felt a lurch in the pit of his stomach. He blinked and looked again to see if the sheepdog was really glimmering and shimmering. It was true. The moonlight was shining right through him. "It can't happen," Peter sobbed. "A dog can't be a ghost." Martin was as disappointed as he was frightened. "This one is," he said grimly. "We just never got close enough to notice before." The sheepdog looked from one of them to the other, as if he were wondering what the fuss was about. Then he leaped up and floated across the room and out the window.